Kateri Poole has officially entered the transfer portal. Like, this is something that should not really come as a surprise because Kateri Poole has not been with LSU for a very long time this season. And enter the transfer portal, and we will see where Kateri Poole ends up. So the news came out early on Thursday, or even honestly late Wednesday. A word came in that Kateri Poole was entering the transfer portal. Now this comes after Kateri Poole separated from LSU women's basketball team as a program, separated in December. Right. And for those who don't know, Kateri Poole was a transfer into LSU. Kateri Poole had I would say a really good stint with LSU. When you look at Kateri Poole as a player, you saw the impact that Kateri made last season, right, in the NCAA championship, in the tournament, and also in the championship game. You look at the fact that Kateri has, not played a huge amount, but I thought played some really good minutes. So last season, Kateri played in 35 games, started in 6 of those games, and averaged 22 minutes a game. And Kateri's not really a scorer like that. She's more of a just a role player that can kind of do whatever is asked. Kateri can shoot some threes, can for the most part take care of the ball, and it's just a player that you can just put in the game and not totally have to worry about. Like, sure, Kateri may make some mistakes, but for the most part, you don't really have to worry about Kateri on the court because she's not going to do anything that's going to get her taken off the court, right? And last year had a great season. Last year was Kateri's first season with LSU. Before that, Kateri played for Ohio State. Played for Ohio State freshman and sophomore year. Went to LSU for junior year, which was last year, and in the senior year, this year, played 4 games for LSU. Sat on the bench for a lot more games, and then separated from the team. And we heard Kim Mulkey say in a presser that Kateri is no longer with the program. And that was a huge shocker. That was an absolute huge shocker because Kateri... I'm sorry. Kateri got Angel to go to LSU. My bad. I got the wrong way. I'm sorry. Anyway, they both rock with each other. Kateri and Angel Reese. Now, when you look at this LSU team, this is a team that actually really does need Kateri Poole. This is a team that needs to be able to put bodies on the court and Kim Mulkey not have to worry about them. Right? I think that's a thing, right? When you look at the roster that LSU has, yes, they have some top freshmen who came in, but they're not really playing. And they're not really playing because it doesn't seem like Kim Mulkey trusts them to get on the court and not screw up, right? And having a player like Kateri would have been very helpful for this team. So yeah, that is the news, guys. The last game that Kateri played for LSU was on the 17th. And then missed 3 weeks. And then it was announced that Kateri Poole has departed from LSU. Now, if you don't know, earlier in the season, it wasn't just Kateri Poole that was away from the program, but Angel Reese was away for a little bit as well. Both of those players, Angel and Kateri, did not travel to the Cayman Islands for the Thanksgiving tournament that LSU played in. Angel Reese made her return back to the team after that, and Kateri Poole never did. yeah, that's something to note. Kateri Poole was a huge backcourt piece for this LSU Tigers team. And now, without Kateri, this team looks a lot it looks a lot rougher. It looks a lot rougher. So yeah, that is the news, guys. I do want to hear what some of you all have to say about where you think Kateri is going. I have zero predictions. It's possible that she stays in the SEC for another year. But we'll see what happens. We'll see. All right, guys. I am trying to pull up y'all comments. Again, I am working with one screen now. So stuff is a little bit crazy on me right now. A little bit crazy. Aria says, I hope there's a valid reason for the separation and not bigotry. I mean, I think it was. I don't think it was anything about bigotry. I think it was. It could have been a playing time thing where like Kateri wasn't getting as much playing time, or something. But I'm not really sure. Chance, Kateri's a guard. Odie says, I think either Texas or Syracuse. Maybe. Yeah. I am Joe said, y'all in the comments with this back and forth with LSU and South Carolina, please stop. It's over now. Get over it and move on. Y'all, I am Joe is tad y'all talking about South Carolina versus LSU. I mean, I am Joe. Literally, anytime you talk about one team, you're going to hit other team fans that's going to be like, well, what about this? And blah, it's never going to end. This is never going to end with the fans. I'm just saying. It's never going to end. Queen says, I was thinking Texas too, or maybe Mississippi State now. Mississippi State could be pretty interesting. Keeping it in the SEC, Kara says, I was thinking Ole Miss. Coach Yo loves defense. I mean, that wouldn't be bad. Honestly, it really wouldn't be bad.